Yeah. It's crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you. Or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, it's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand. You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more, the essence of a hero. But a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro, give a fuck about how'd your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan, and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic, you know. 207 mil on the deal, yeah, cause shit is real out here. Government stripping rights, I fear. So I'm gripping the mic, give them a load of my freedom of speech. I know that you feeling the heat and it's all me, sheesh. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. Bag it and tag it as a classic. These niggas is average. They thought I couldn't miss before. Watch me skyrocket my average. I mastered my talents by watching the masses, crafting my own elements. Now look at this guy, or a supernova explosive, popping the top off of rappers with a pen dog. I John Wick y'all, cause you're nothing but a lap dog in the backyard, acting like you trap hard for the gram to get a grand. This is sad, find your identity, cause that's a fatality. Just saying, quit the capping, I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics, I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What I got is potent, putting rappers on notice. I'm just saying, quit the capping, I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics, I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What's up? I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. All those solo nights, night was created, infatuated with the art of the rhyme. Telling stories with metaphors really kept me alive. What a beautiful high. You can call me optimist, just don't call it my prime. And I know I've been missing in action. Sorry, I was fighting depression and fear of losing my passion. But look at this magic. Voila. This is crack off the stove like I'm Hove, and I'm selling it in bulk like it just got off the boat. Shout out to the folks who hold me down from Baltimore to Texas. This is power of the blessings. Faith in my Heavenly Father, I never second guessed him. That's just out of the question. My brother Paul, me killing demons with the word when I tell him that I've been stressing. So I keep him close like a weapon. Not really sure when it's turned in my confessions, but now you know. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now.
That was City's Mine by Night. Y'all go follow him at only1night93 on Twitter, man. Y'all go follow that, man. What an amazing song. Let's run it back.
Yeah. It's crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you. Or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, it's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand. You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more, the essence of a hero. But a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro, give a fuck about how'd your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? I heard that the Dallas Mavericks is starting the greatest comeback in sports history. Sorry about that. I just got an eating, man. I'm a little bit tipsy. I've been at the pool having a good time with some good friends, drinking quite a bit, celebrating yesterday's win, celebrating success, celebrating good friendships, just celebrating a lot of good things, man. On top of that, celebrating where we've come as a channel, where we've come as a community. And again, y'all probably get tired of me telling y'all how much I appreciate y'all, but you know, from MVP Luka, you know, that friendship has built and has been pretty amazing. Tonight with the pregame, you know, theme song, which is an amazing song. I'm glad he allowed me to pick from 3 songs, and I picked that one. To Big J, allowing me to join him on 2 games to his season tickets on like court level seats, courtside seats, man. It's crazy. Damn. To everyone else, Richard, day 1, you know, always in the comments telling me stop signing 30-year-olds that are you know, old and decrepit and stuff like that. From Gina Kim, spamming the comments, right? And being a dedicated supporter of the channel and a contributor as well. From Sticks, from being fearless and demonstrating his emotions, you know. I applaud that. I love that. I don't want to keep going and forget anybody, from Pasquale to Div. Come on now, y'all know Div is hilarious. From Ben across the pond, you know, and I'm saying names that y'all are pretty well acquainted with. Even DV, y'all know DV. Latte never talks in the We Talk Mavs Discord, but Latte is there. Latte is gonna be there, man. And just everybody, man. Joe helping me with the LLC, even though I still feel like I need additional guidance on it. To Master Fame, you know, always ready to send me clips of stuff. To K Choice, you know, not as active a commenter, but behind the scenes is a very supportive person, man. To everybody, man. And I say that to say that, like I always say, this show is not necessarily about me, man. It's about, the show is for Mavs fans across the world. Because as a kid, I always say there's always been this one team in the DFW that everybody wanted to talk about and see. No one ever wanted to talk about my Mavericks, and I feel like there's somebody out there that feels the same way, and I feel like it's my duty to do what I felt should have been done when I was a kid and when I was looking for Mavs content, you know. But anyway, enough of the sentimental stuff. Hope y'all appreciated that, and if I didn't mention you, I am very buzzed and very apologetic. I apologize if I didn't mention Nancy too. Nancy, man, witty, great commentary. Man, who else can I mention, man? Damn, Kareem, right? Who else? I'd be here all night. I would. Everybody will come back to my brain, and I remember everybody. Jared, man, that guy. Talking about he'll invite me to his crib to go play basketball. Like, those are the things I love to do. I love to go hoop. So if you invite me to go hoop, I'm gonna go hoop. But anyway, man, let's get to talking about the Dallas Mavericks. Game 4. I didn't forget Joe. I literally said Joe. Awesome, bro. Man, tell me what the LSC, and then I said I feel like I still need more guidance. You know what I'm saying? We talk. It goes without saying. We talk Mavs. It goes without saying. Goes without saying. We talk Mavs. Bro, I was thinking about our friendship earlier today. What a way to build a bond. Much love and respect, fam. Also, if anybody can come back from 03, it's Lukai. Facts, bro. Totally agree, man. Thank you, bro. It is dope, man. It is dope. Very dope. We missed our chance to take game in Boston. Let's take 2 games there, 5 and 7, to make up for those losses we had. You know, if you remember, Gina Kim, I did say that the Mavericks are going to need to win 2 in Boston in my preview. And there we go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. Hold on. Sorry about that, man. I just got to respond to this. Hold on. All right. My fault. Oh, no. Sorry, Sylvester. Almost dropped that on Sylvester. Kareem says, sub TGK, that Locked On Mavs show tonight was pretty good. I'd enjoyed it a lot, to be honest. Locked On Mavs show tonight? They did a live show tonight? Or was it last night? The one in the arena? Gina Kim says, I'm very nervous about Game 5. I don't care how we win. Just win. I need confirmation that Game 4 wasn't a fluke. Look, y'all. Game 5 is going to be probably the most difficult game to get. I'm gonna go ahead and open the show. So if y'all want to come up here, definitely come up here. The link is in the comments under YouTube, and come chit chat with me, man. I'm only gonna be on here for an hour. I have a headache. I drank way too much today, but I definitely want to chop it up with y'all. Rui says, yo, TGK, let's go Mavs. We here, dude. We will be the first to come back through. I hope so. Mavs Mamacita with the hearts and the flame emojis. Mavs in 7. I hope so as well. Daniel, hey, what about me? I said Daniel. I always see you, Daniel. I always see you. And I appreciate your contributions to the show, man. I always do. And as I said, if I don't want to keep mentioning everybody because then I'll forget somebody, you know. But yeah. He says, I'm trying to stay positive about the Mavs so hard, but again, it's the love and the hate relationship I have with the Myth. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you, dogs. But at least the Mavericks are a team that actually show up in DFW, right? All right, man. It is time to open up Luca Lounge. It's going to be an early open. But I don't know if y'all got to see the vlog today. I actually want to ask y'all about the vlog. What are y'all takebacks of it? I know I made it a very long vlog. It's because I don't know if I ever go to another finals game, so I made it long on purpose. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of that vlog. Obviously, you saw Slightly Biased in there. You saw MVP Luca in there. And you saw me interview some Boston fans. Let me know what y'all thought of it. But let's go ahead and let's open Luca Lounge.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit.
Why aren't you read shit, Sticks?
Because I don't like to read shit. That's why. So I told you, it's actually pretty accurate when you did that. You just did it for fun. It's like I always talk shit about how I don't like to read.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Unless I'm learning, I'll do it then.
Did you catch the vlog, bro?
Nah, I haven't had time yet today.
Damn, you didn't catch the vlog. All right, let's go to the next person.
Damn.
What's up, Knight? How you doing, Knight?
What up, dog? And sorry, I didn't catch the vlog.
Damn. All right, let's go to the next person. What's up, Div?
Good, man. I did catch the vlog. I even commented on your show.
Well, what are your thoughts on the vlog?
I thought it was great, man. It's awesome seeing live stuff like that. I think it's awesome. Yeah. You did great. I thought it was really well done. And
thank you.
God, I hope we get that Game 5, man. I want to see that pressure on Boston's 2 stars, man. They've choked before, And I gotta tell you, if we go to Game 7, can you imagine the pressure? This career shit, man. To be the only team to choke like that. Imagine the pressure in Game 7 for those guys. They're gonna
Dave,
play their ass off in Game 5.
let me not get too carried away. Let me get everybody else in here. What's up, Pasquale?
What's up, man? Yeah, I catch the vlog today. It was good, brother. I'd say other than the live interview content with Chris and Slightly, which was pretty funny. Good stuff. I would say my favorite part is you got Lively making that dunk right before they pulled all the starters. That was probably one of my favorite. That you caught that on camera. That was dope, dude.
Man, I wish I caught his 3, bro. I wish I caught his 3.
I know.
I lost my mind. Let me get Richard up in here. What's up, Richard?
What's up, y'all?
No kitty cats in the background?
No, they all outside.
You catch the vlog?
I did not.
Damn, hold on. All right. Well, what's up, Nancy? How you doing?
Hey, Cheesy. How are you guys doing tonight?
How you doing, Nancy? What's going on?
It's good. I watched the video. I'm telling you what, I'm glad you said something to the Mavs fans for selling their tickets, because as you were doing the Bob, when you look down, there was a lot of green right next to the lower bowl there around the court. I was like, man, there's a lot of green there.
I'm glad you said that, Nancy. What did you think? Because I was worried about leaving that in there, because I felt it was kind of aggressive, but I was drinking at the time. Damn, I've been drinking a lot lately. I don't know why. I'm okay. I am working out. I work out. I am okay mentally. I am fortunate enough to drink. Let's put it. That is, how would I put it? That is a luxury to drink. I'm very fortunate to drink. But what did you think of me being as aggressive as I was, calling out the fans in that moment?
Well, it was kind of crazy that they sold so many tickets off that, I mean, when they called Kyrie's name, I heard the booing in our own stadium there.
Yes, Kyrie was getting booed.
Booed in our stadium because the Mavs fans gave up their tickets.
I blame Sticks, man. Sticks
I'll be honest.
not sold his ticket.
Yeah, but I was hoping I could share my screen without you having to do it, but it didn't work.
I gotta say, you guys, but you could probably overcharge for those tickets, man, like crazy.
I'm hoping they overcharge for those tickets.
They probably did. That's why you get rid of them, right? You could triple the price for some of these.
I don't know if y'all saw Slightly's video where he was talking about how he overheard people around him talking about that they spent over like $2,000 for tickets and to fly in.
Dumbass Boston fans.
The 2 guys that I spoke to flew in the same day and bought the tickets, and they sat like about 8 rows behind the Celtics bench, and in that part that me, Slightly, and MVP was talking, we were like, well, we just hope it's miserable for them, and boy was it ever, man! Like, just a waste of money.
I loved when you were calling out Perk too.
Couldn't happen to a better fan base.
And you're yelling at Perk.
I got dinner cooking. I just wanted to ask one quick question, and I'm gonna get off of here and just watch the show. Was Cuban at the game?
Always.
I think it was. Who's outside? Who has a lot of air blowing into the mic?
Sounds like Nancy.
Nancy, that's you?
Yes. I just moved.
Let me mute you for a second as you get comfortable. All right, there we go. Yeah, she had a lot of background noise. Richard, I think Mark Cuban was there.
I didn't see him nowhere, and I just thought it was kind of strange. No Cuban, and we get a win.
I mean, that would be fantastic.
That's probably the theme moving forward. No Cuban, and you get a win.
Yeah.
Let me.
I'm gonna get off of here, though, man. Make room for somebody else. I am gonna watch the show. I just gotta eat dinner. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, thank you, Richard. Appreciate it, man. All right, Nancy, you good? I think Nancy's good to go. Okay, cool. The Weekend is Wicked is a new member. What? We got a new member in the building. Again, if you're watching, it is only 99 cents. 99 cents to be a member, y'all. Obviously, whenever we win this championship and we go into the off season, I'll still keep these streams going. But these streams will go directly under the members only, where only being a member, you'll be able to see it. The only reason I'm allowing this to be everywhere else is because we are in the finals, and I just want everyone to be able to consume content, especially this late at night. You tell me another YouTuber that's this late at night doing a show on a weekend with no game and nothing like that. I'm just saying. Logan with a $2 super chat says, one game at a time. Lukai Gastis. Who is the X Factor? Who's the X Factor, Knight?
X Factor is the young boy D-Law.
Hey. What y'all think about his game yesterday, man?
I am so proud of this young man. I had the feeling, as soon as we got him, I was like, all right, can he become the starting center within the first 20 games? It happened way before that. And I was like, holy crap. Mainly because it had to, because Pa was just horrendous on the floor. And but he has exceeded expectations. And he's only going to grow. And the fact that he gets to grow with Luka is even more insane. And they get to go on a Shaq and Kobe type thing, but actually like each other. And so, the future is bright for us. I feel like Lukai plus D Live, Gafford, PJ Washington, DJ, Derrick Jones Jr., Josh Green. I feel like all these guys are they're ready now, and they don't want to lose. So, like the freaking like the saying goes, why not us?
Right.
I gotta say, you guys, for me, it's different. It's not lively. I'm actually thinking it's Kyrie in that Game 5 in Boston. He has to have one of those games, and if he has one of those games, he hasn't had one in Boston, and if he does, and he turns it on, that's gonna be a killer. Because I'm confident Luke is going to show up, right? And I think Lively's got that dog in him that he's going to show up. And I think it's just Kyrie. Is he going to? And especially if they play Porzingis, because you got to remember the thing, when Kyrie drives, that's where Porzingis helps, right? He's got that good help side defense because of his height. Makes it a little bit tougher, right? Yeah. And that's the key, right? So that's what I'm thinking is the X factor.
Let me answer this question real quick, guys. It says, how close were you to grappling with a Celtics fan? So yesterday, as I was walking to the arena, I don't know. Well, for those that watched the vlog, right? There's a part where I'm panning from the front.
What did you say?
What? There's a part that I'm panning from the front of the American Airlines Center all the way to the Nowitzki Drive, right? And as I did that and I was putting my phone down, some dude comes up behind me. He's like, hey, man, y'all celebrating that Western Conference Championship a little too much. And I looked at him as he's walking by, and I just gave him a death stare. I didn't say nothing. I just stared at him. And then, I don't know what he felt or whatever, because he just turned around. But I gave him a stare that I would have killed him. Bro, don't talk to me. Excuse my language. Who the fuck you think you are talking to me? I gave him a death stare. Maybe he thought I was gang affiliated or something, but I was like, bro, I didn't say nothing to you talking to me about Western Conference Champion. But I was so pissed off at that point that I wanted to go up to him and tell him something. But I was like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna win today. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. Watch us win, and then we ended up winning. So I stuck with it. But I was, if someone else says something, bro, I was ready. I was ready. Anyway, all right. What we got? And then we got, I truly think that KP won't play in the series. I don't think so either. But Div, back to your point about Kyrie in Game 5, I actually do think that is the X factor. Unless someone else has a different X factor for Game 5. Y'all like to speak up about that?
I think it'd still be Exum.
Exum?
Yeah, I think Exum's play was one of the things that made us where we were. I mean, obviously, Lively was amazing. Gabber came on strong. And I don't know if you saw Lively said if they leave him open, he's firing again. He's ready to go. He said that today. He's not playing around with those threes anymore. So I think you know what you're going to get out of those, but we'll see if Exum can show up the way he did again in Game 4. Because once he showed up, it didn't allow them to close on Luka or Kyrie. And they didn't know what to do at that point. which is what you've been talking about the whole time, right? 3 ball handlers. Don't let them get comfortable. And we've moved pace. So, I mean, it's I think that's the key.
Yeah, I think everybody.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say, I think everybody's making good arguments. It could be any of these guys. It could be Kyrie. I was thinking the bench too with Exum and Green, had the way they played. But I'm gonna stick with what I've been saying and kind of along with what Knight said is our centers. If you see our centers winning the rebound battle, and they're getting up there at 20 points per game, our offense, we're playing our offense at that point. I mean, that's our game. When our centers are doing good, we've got them involved. Everything's clicking, and you just go back through this whole playoff series. If you look at every game where our centers combined for like 20 points, winning the rebounding battle, we won those games. And when they're not, we lost those games. So I'm still sticking with our centers.
For me, though, I feel like when you're the visitor in the NBA, it just seems the others usually don't do as good, and it's usually your stars that have to carry you over that hump, and they have to just have that game, right? And that's why I think Kyrie's so important, because Luka, he's going to get his 30. Is Kyrie going to be able to those demons, man? Like, he's never won in Boston for how long now? Like, he's got to get over that, man.
Yeah, but he hadn't won on Boston. He hadn't beat Boston anywhere. It wasn't home. It was both. It's just he was 0 in 0-14.
Yeah.
So,
but I just hope he has a good game there, because we need it from him. We need those two to show up, and then if we get an XM or just anyone else to come along, we're winning. You need 3, like, that's true. But I think the stars have to both show up. You can't expect one star and 2 others to show up. I just don't believe in that.
I think he was 1
in visitor
or 0 and 13.
Yeah, I think it was 13.
And now he's 13 and 1.
1 and 13.
All I gotta say, and I feel like because he got that 1, that curse shit is done. Like, homie's about to ball out on Monday. That's like, we are winning this next game.
Yeah. Kyrie promised them a game 5.
Let me add to that. In the game yesterday, to what Nancy was saying, is when he got introduced, there was a mix of boos and cheers, and obviously you know where the boos are coming from, but they were noticeable. And I felt like Kyrie, I think the Boston, I know I'm all over the place. Sorry about it. Let me get back to where I'm trying to get to. I think the Boston fans did themselves a disservice trying to be at this game 4, thinking it would end. And additionally, they created a Boston-like atmosphere for Kyrie. And what did Kyrie do? He excelled in said atmosphere. And it's not 100% a Boston atmosphere, but I would say it's probably like 20 to 30% what that Boston atmosphere would have been. So when he goes back to Boston, he's already knows what to deal with right now. He beat him. Now he's got used to kind of dealing with that crowd. So now when he goes back, I think there's going to be more of a benefit to him. And I think the Celtics fans are to blame if the Mavericks end up winning game 5, because then Kyrie's going to be himself. And guys, I'm saying, if we win game 5, bro, we're going to 7. And if we go to 7, there's only one player on the planet I am taking in a game 7 situation, and that is Luka Doncic. And I'm not trying to get too far ahead, but if we get game 5, which I know the odds are very low for us, I know 0 and 156 or whatever the number is, I know the odds are low, and I know we're feeling high about it, but something about that game told me it's very sustainable. What we did in that game was so sustainable to me that I feel like we could duplicate that in Boston. And who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I'm
you
just
saw
not
the
trying to
Mavs.
get too far ahead.
You saw the Mavs. Yeah. That's the team we thought was going to show up. That team hasn't showed up until game 4, and that's the team I said could sweep Boston. Everybody laughed, but I was like, they can sweep Boston. Like, look what we did to them yesterday. We absolutely embarrassed them. So,
I will say this though, Sticks, and I agree with you that if we showed up like this, I mean, let's be honest, we had no shows in the first 2 games from Kyrie, right? Like, he had bad games, right? So nobody really showed up like that. But the thing is, though, when I look at Dallas and Boston, that last game, I definitely saw their two stars especially Tatum, trying to hunt for that MVP, right? So instead of playing basketball, he started chucking shots because he wanted to be the big scorer to get
But
that MVP. I
but
felt that
but he
from his
wasn't.
game.
But he wasn't.
I know,
Like y'all
but I'm
are
saying
no. My point is y'all are changing because of how we won. We were looking at the stats yesterday. The stats aren't that much different. Tatum shoots more than anybody. The difference was we didn't let them play their game. We moved faster.
right.
We had our guys actually finally making
Are
shots.
you talking offense or defense?
Both.
Okay.
Either way, we controlled the pace of that game. And when we started, like I said this on playback, and I said it on. I think we're on with them for a little bit there at the end. They're used to dominating. They thrive off the defense and the offense, right? It's the same as like Lively hits the three, right? He goes down, he gets the stop. He comes right back down, he gets the dunk, right? That gets the momentum going, right? Well, they're a team that's no. They were talking about last night on We Talk Mavs, right? They don't have a bunch of ones. They've got really like a bunch of twos and threes, which nobody has that many twos and threes, like skill wise, right? So they mesh. But as soon as their system doesn't work, they are easy to take down.
So you're saying? So do you think?
ran them.
So do you think then? See, this is what I saw. Is what I'm saying is the previous games they moved the ball around more as a team, right? But you could say that that's because of the way we played defense. And in this game, so in this game, we said, "Nah, Tatum, go get yours," right? "Nah, Brown, go get yours." And by doing that, they don't play their game, and because they're not ones like you're saying, it makes it better for us because they can't really take it over the hump and just win it by themselves, right? They need that team game to beat us.
Let me add to that. I think I mean y'all seen some of my shows where I gave a game plan and I said the Mavericks, the best way to beat them, and this is just me thinking out loud, right? I was like, you need to force them to take twos and just contest the twos and live with those results. We were helping way too much. Our help defense was way too heavy, and I always talked about play the passing lanes, help late. And the reason I want you to help late is because if you're contesting all the way and you help late, you get those blocks. I don't know if y'all saw that Derrick Jones Jr. block on Jaylen Brown. What happened there? Derrick Jones Jr. helped late because we covered or we guarded them all the way to the basket. Although Josh Green was at a disadvantage, or I forget, or Exum was at a disadvantage, not helping them so quickly doesn't allow them to pass it out. So they have no choice but to go to the basket or pull up. And when you help late, when the offensive player doesn't see the defender coming, you help late and you get that block like he got, that takes away everything they have. And the reason I say this is because I don't think they have another way of winning. I don't think they have different routes of winning a game. I don't think they could win games playing out of a post. I don't think they could win games hitting middies. They're driving kicks, and that's all they are. And if you're defending them and you don't help early and you don't let them see passing lanes and open shots to kick out to, and then you contest late, right? You get help defense late, you're going to open up opportunities. And that is literally what they did. And I'm like, damn, I should be on the coaching staff. But I just think the Mavericks.
They trusted for the first time. They stopped over rotating. They finally trusted each other to do their jobs.
And that's why I feel like when it comes to the Mavericks and how they're able to adjust, move forward, they can maintain this. Luka being able to not only shut down Tatum, he shut down Tatum, bro. I'm being honest. Like some of those crossover moves are real nasty, and Luka stayed right there with him, as opposed to just quote unquote the blow by percentage, right? So I just think the Mavericks they are way more battle tested now. The Mavericks have won games in different ways as opposed to the Celtics. They've won every single game the same way. Drive and kick, threes, and that's it. The Mavericks have won games. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, TGK, I agree with you. And the thing is, too, with Luka, he's got to understand, like, you got to make him jump shooters. When they're driving, just get in front of them. Even if you have to back away and give him that jump shot, just give it to him, especially Tatum and those guys. Because to me, I feel like, let them go 30 for 30 if they can. Because I think they're they're not going to do it in the end. You know what I mean? They might start off a little bit hot, and then you start panicking and you start trying to do all the bullshit where he doesn't slide his feet as good and gets called on blocks and shit. I'm like, nah, man, just play in front of him, because then they can't cheat, like you said, with the passes, right? Where the guy has to help right away because he got burnt right away, right? And make them jump shooters. Especially inside the paint, they don't like that. Like they just don't. They want to drive to the hoop or get a three. That's their favorite part.
So this is what I was trying to say, right? I pulled the stats for both last 2 games. Tatum only took 10 shots, and he went out in the 3 minutes in the third. Game before that, he took 26 shots. He shot 40. He shot 40%. That was one of his. That was like his.
What was his last
best
game
shooting
percentage?
The game before that, he was 11 for 26, 4 of 13 on 3.
And they're sitting there saying he's MVP.
Well, but my point is though, the difference in this game, and Pasquale said it a minute ago, the difference in this game was rebounds.
Yeah, that's
true. Of all things, it was rebounds because they shoot a lot of shots, and they get a good percentage overall, but they aren't like anything immaculate on shooting percentages. It's just volume of shots, right? When you look at the stat line and you see they took 80 shots, the game before that they took 82. I mean, they're consistent in shots.
What about Drew? Hey, what was Drew's shooting percentages when they won and when they lost?
I mean, he shot 40% last night.
Okay.
He shot.
Is he higher usually? Because he had a bad game too.
Everybody did because we didn't give them we didn't give them the open clean shots all game long. We stayed back, we played defense, and we kept them from getting all those scrambled rebounds. You know, the 50-50s that everybody talks about, right?
Yeah, those are killer.
We stopped letting them get all those, and so we started getting equal chances or more versus where we've been giving up multiple times. They get the ball and they move, and and then our guys are out of place and running, and I mean, it's just it wasn't the Mavs until last night.
Yeah, until and to go on your point, Sticks, about the defense, how it looked, how we finally played the way we should have. It looked a lot like we played against Oklahoma City. We didn't want to give them the three. We didn't want to give them the open corners. And so we made them go inside, hit the middies, like you were saying, Div, take those jump shots in the paint. SGA can hit those. They don't have an SGA.
It's easier to get rebounds on those too, man, those little middies.
Yeah. That is a great point, Pasquale, because the only person you could think of that has a good midi is Jaylen Brown.
Right.
And if they were to go to him on just middies, they're gonna drown, because he's not no SGA. So that's what I'm saying. I think, and I know maybe we're just fully delusional. We probably look like the Minnesota Timberwolves fans thinking they can make a comeback, right?
Well, the Oilers
could be
Oilers.
Hey, the defense looked different. Sticks was right. The defense looked different, and it looked familiar to me. You had Lively hanging around in the lane. He wasn't in drop or anything, but I saw a lot of times Lively hanging out in the lane, ready if someone's going to funnel him towards him. But as soon as it kicked out to the corner, Lively jumped out to the corner. He left enough space to run out to the corner. That's what we did against OKC, and so they had to start going in the lane and taking middies.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Nancy. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's okay. No, for me, the X factor is Jason Kidd. And I say that to say because for games 1 through 3, it's his rotation started getting wonky in game 2. And I don't feel like he made really any big adjustments or real adjustments from game 1 to 2. And then he made 0 adjustments when he knew KP was going to be out. I mean, how do you not make adjustments to have what we saw last night in game 3? And nobody's talking about the fact that we came back from a 21 deficit because of the way the game ended, and it was all due to the rotations of J. Kidd. And it really felt like we went back in time to when we were on the losing streak of 5 to 6 games, and he just would not let go of THJ and Maxey.
Yep.
And he was almost like willing to go down with the ship because of it when Exum should have been in the game when Luka went out. I agree with Sticks. I think it was the best thing that could have happened, Luka fouling out of that game, because it's not going to be anything anybody's going to be able to tell him. It's something he has to experience himself. And I just can't seem to understand why with Kyrie and Luka getting in the paint and so deep in the paint, we don't have anybody cutting to the baskets, trying to get dunks or any of that stuff or moving. It's they still got this 3-point mentality of sitting on the 3-point line and not cutting to help Luka, not cutting to help Kyrie. It's like they want them on an island by themselves, and at least they're not doing as bad like they were before. Is the second they get the ball, they're trying to give it back to them and afraid to shoot. I mean, there was a great flow to the game. It was fantastic. I do think it's duplicate, but I still have a lot of questions, and that's where my weariness is in wondering who the heck he's now going to use in this game. Because
THJ, he was 5 for 6.
Shut your mouth, dude.
No.
You know, I'm telling you, we're all laughing, but I can see him doing it.
Fire Kid is staying on my profile to the day he leaves this team if I see THJ in the freaking game in a pivotal point tomorrow.
You know, it's just that, yes, the analogy we keep hearing, we have such a young team, nobody's been to the finals, but, you know, 2 players and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. And even Kid was saying, you know, hey, we're all learning together, but you want to know what? You know who else has never been to the finals? Joe Mazzulla. That team that went there 2 years ago, he was not the coach of. That was Ime. So if we're going to say it can't be done, hello, yes, I know that other team is stacked, but like Stick said, they're very beatable, okay? They're very beatable, and you see them crumble. You saw them crumble in the fourth quarter. Had we have pulled that game out, that's all people would have been talking about, how they had a meltdown in that quarter.
Do you guys
Once
believe
again,
Kid can learn,
they
though?
weren't getting it done.
Do you believe Kid can learn? You know how players learn, get better.
Yeah, I understand that, but he should have been more prepared for this.
Do I think
I
Kid
feel
can
like
learn?
it was almost like he was just happy to be here. If you looked at the sidelines in game 2 and 3, Kid looked defeated. Okay, you're the coach. We don't need you looking defeated. It's one thing if the players look defeated, but I don't want to see the coach looking defeated.
This is Jason Kidd.
Yes.
It's over. That look of
Sticks may not like this, Div, but I think Kid can learn. I mean, I think he's shown us he can learn. That's in the regular season. I mean, he did learn. We were about to kick him off the team, and then he made the adjustments, and we went on an amazing run.
I don't agree that he's learning. I think I'll put it to 2 points. Luka, now I will say that after what we saw, and if we run this at least to game 6 or game 7, I will say that this ultimately is a success instead of a failure of a season finally, because I think Luka needed to see himself looking like what people had said about him. When he found out that the fit he threw, when he dropped the F-bomb and he's throwing a fit over there and he has to get embarrassed on national TV at one of the biggest games of his career. And then you even heard Lively said, what? Lively said, I told him, you're going to get a couple of fouls. Don't talk to the refs about it. Leave it. You got a 20-year-old rookie telling your superstar, having the balls to tell your superstar, you don't talk. We got you. Shut up. Like, that's amazing, honestly. Like, you can't teach anybody, let alone a kid, because he's 20. He's still a kid. You can't teach that in someone that age. Like, the maturity level to actually say that and know that you have the ability to get through to him is crazy, right? So I think Luka learned from that. I think the team learned from that.
I think they respect him.
Well, I think Jason Kidd, just like earlier in the season, was forced to make a change because he had no choice. I don't think Kidd changes his mentalities. I think he gets forced into it. I think people get in his ear, just like people got in Luka, and said, you can't do this. You got to do this, right? And everybody's laughing, they had a film session. What do you mean? Why are we having film sessions between? We have 2 days. Dude, there should be one practice, one film session. You should be watching tape. What do you mean you had a film session only? And you watch film and you're like, oh, shit, we should have been doing this. And all of us are watching the game going, we could have told you that. What the heck are you doing with Jason Kidd? And that's my problem with him is it's like he's forced to react. And that's a lot of people that get in management, get in higher positions. it's been easy up to that point, and they don't know how to adapt at that point. They just until they're forced to do something. And maybe this is the comeback, right? A kid will get a ton of credit, but I still don't see those kids' adjustments. I see kid forced to run a smaller rotation, and I saw players that finally said, "Fuck this, we're not going to lose." That's what I saw. I didn't see different team.
It's like you say all the time. Oh, sorry.
No, let me interrupt.
I was just going to say, okay.
I'll come right back to you, Pasquale. Hold that thought. Hold it. Keep it. Hold it. Shout out to Logan. $2 super chat. Says, that's why I like Luka. He shows emotion. I guess as opposed to Jason Kidd. Appreciate you, Logan. Yeah, man. Luka didn't show that much emotion on game 4, and it kind of worked. If you think about it, Gina Kim said the comment, the one where he said one team came to play, the other to celebrate or something like that. I would just say no. I have heard that. I didn't think too much of it. I just think Kidd is one of those wannabe masterminds, or is a mastermind. Sometimes it works for him, sometimes it don't. But I did like what he said in that pregame where he's like, why not us? Hope y'all packed y'all bags for Boston. I thought that was dope. Nick says, Boston fan. What's up, Nick? Boston fans are tailor-made for an 0-3 collapse. Man, if anybody deserves it. If anybody deserves this cataclysmic, euphoric, historic collapse, it is Boston, y'all. Boston deserves this more than anybody. It is Boston. Because didn't they come back down 3-0 against the Yankees and beat them?
Yeah, so they were the first team ever to come back, so it's time they get it reversed back to them.
Bro, if karma needs to do its job, the basketball gods need to do its job. Like this, not to get too far ahead of myself. I hope you haven't forgot, Pasquale, to keep your thought. But this would be the greatest sports moment of all time. That's all I'll say. But to Pasquale.
Oh, no, it's just a quick comment. I was going to say I'll never disagree on Sticks on this, that the players make Jason Kidd look good. The kid does not make his players better. I'll say that.
Yep. Yeah. Flavor or Leontine says Jay Kidd hates us Twitter coaches because we know what Sticks just said. Sticks, Sticks, you have to see the vlog. Because I name dropped you in the vlog, so that's why I was mad that you hadn't seen it, because you got name dropped, and then here you're talking about I ain't seen it. Like, all right. So when you see it,
I gotta say, the one guy, awful coaching. I watched it yesterday or today, I should say, and he had a great thing where he's talking about cutting to the hoop and DJJ running away, going to the 3-point line without watching when Luka and Kyrie drive. I felt this last game we kind of cut to the hoop a little bit more when Luka and Kyrie drove, and I think we need to do that. And I think that's why we got so many rebounds too on offense, because Lively was cutting to the hoop and going to it, and we need to do that because they're terrible at that. That's how Golden State killed them, man. Golden State would just run them and cut, and these guys were lost on defense. They're very good when you're doing very obvious stuff. They're very good defensively, but I think when you start cutting and stuff, they get lost, right?
Mm-hmm. What was that spat that DJJ and Tatum got into? I mean, because Tatum kind of lost his cool. What was that like from being at the game, TGK?
So I caught it on the vlog. Basically, Tatum and DJJ, they were kind of like tangled up, and then Tatum pushed him off of him, and Derrick Jones didn't like that, so he just got in his face. So, sometimes when you push off someone, that's like, hold on, bro. Like, what's up? Like, what you pushing me for like that? So I think that's what it was. But then, if you look at the vlog, like I zoomed in whenever they were having that little spat, Jaylen Brown got in Derrick Jones' face, and then Kyrie came over there, and you could tell Kyrie was kind of mouthing some stuff too. So, and I know Kyrie mentioned it in the post game where he was like, some guys got to talk trash today, and I think that was good for the team. And I was like, okay. So, hey, it was a good moment. I thought once Lively hit that,
Jaylen Brown turn around and look at Kyrie too when that all happened. I was like, so obviously he said something too. I was like, okay.
Yep. Yeah, what a game it was, man. What a game it was. I think My favorite moment was that Lively 3. I'm not gonna lie. When
Dude,
Lively
you
hit
started
that
having
3,
you started having hit a buzzer beater the way the crowd went up for Lively. That place is even on TV.
yeah, man. Everybody in my section, they popped. That I jumped out of my seat. I was like, ain't no way. He hit his first 3 in the NBA Finals. That's legendary stuff, man. That's legendary stuff right there. And I just hope they. I hope we can win Game 5, man. I hope we can win Game 5. So bad.
We're going to have a look at Game 5. We had it in the Clippers series. We had it in the Timberwolves series. Now we're just going to have it in the Boston series.
He hasn't been on his 3. If he gets on his 3, oh my God, that changes the game for everybody. If he starts making a step back 3, it's a killer, man. Like, he's impossible to defend. And he's been terrible on it this series, right? Hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he has, right? His percentages?
Well, yesterday it wasn't good, but the game before that, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. But he had made them. He was there for a while, but the only one making them. So he couldn't be, like, disappearing, not like that.
And I'll tell you, if he starts making that too, think about him picking and rolling with the center, and they want to switch. They're not going to switch on that if he starts making them. If he makes 2, 3 in a row and 4, and then it's like panic time, and you could see it even in the fans. You could see the fans of the other teams when he starts doing that. They're like, "Oh shit, we're cooked," and you could see it just, and it pumps up even the others, man, because they start feeling good and now they're going to be wide open too because he starts taking double teams.
Well, I hope they win because just for the whole narrative of the Boston fans, they intentionally lost in Dallas so they could go home and win on their own floor. I'm like, come on.
Right,
really?
Nancy. No, I got a lot of family and friends in Boston, and I've seen a lot of that. And it's a lot of denial right now. They just got punched in the mouth. They didn't get punched in the mouth. They got thrown out of the building, through the glass pane windows last night. Like
if they would have lost like a close game in the fourth quarter where Kyrie and Luka make a crucial baskets to just put them over, then I still wouldn't feel as confident going into Game 5. I'm like, damn, we barely beat them at home, but because we didn't just beat them, guys. We destroyed them. We made them quit in the third quarter. That's different. That's not just we're gonna just lose this game, give y'all confidence, and then just go home in Game 5 and just turn it up and win. Like, no, I don't think it works that way. I think if it would have been a close game, I would have looked at this entirely differently. But because they didn't win, it wasn't even close remotely. That's why I feel is something sustainable about what the Mavericks did, because Luka didn't have to extend or use so much energy.
It was different out of the post last night.
Yeah. Who said working out of the post, Nancy? Me.
Yeah.
Me.
What was the first play of the game? First play of the game, they went to PJ in the post.
Yeah.
And he didn't make the shot, but they established early.
Yep. It was a sign, and you made them take timeouts after timeouts, and they still couldn't adjust. Nothing worked. Like, they took timeouts. It wasn't like they just let the runs keep going. They took timeouts to try to stop it, and they couldn't stop it. So that's why, again, it might be delusion, but that's why I feel something's coming Game 5.
I'll take delusion right now.
Luka's got a lot of mismatches. He needs to hunt Harford, Tillman, and that guy off the bench. That are total mismatches for him. And he can just cook them every time.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering, with all this denial, like, hey, they just wanted to come home and finish the series out here. What happens when they come out? What happens if they come out and silence that crowd in the first quarter? Like, what happens? Like, the crowd should not get in that denial mode. They should be like, okay, they got us good. Let's,
Well,
don't take that attitude. You need to keep your focus, and you need to keep your edge. And I felt like we chipped away at the Celtics' edge last night.
The funny thing is we didn't just like blow them out last night. It kind of goes back to what I was saying about Game 3. That it all started in Game 3, in the fourth quarter when we weren't just coming back. We literally were locking them down, and they were, really falling apart at that point. But because we lost the game, all that gets lost on the Boston fans and the media and everybody else because they ended up squeaking it out. But really, there was something that the players saw in that game that they could do, and they felt, you could hear it in the post-game interviews of how they felt about the game itself. None of them were happy about losing it, but at the same time, you very much felt like there was something they saw there.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying is I'm fully believe that what they did is sustainable. They could duplicate that. It's gonna be tougher in Boston, but if they're able to win Game 5, to Frank's point here, that's some loser mentality to lose on purpose rather than just winning it. Exactly, because why would you even remotely allow your opponent to gain any kind of confidence to go win at home against someone who thrives off of playing on the road in Luka Doncic? That's a level of cope. They're coping off of one loss. And when they're coping off of one loss, that lets you know something is up. Because honestly, if I was the Celtics fan, what I would have preferred to her is like, damn, we got our ass beat. Hopefully we can win Game 5. Instead, they're saying,
failure.
no, yeah, that
I
we
skimmed the
lost
video. I found it.
What?
I skimmed the video. I found it. It said it's a failure.
Inside joke for those that saw the vlog, unlike Sticks just now. But what I was saying, like, if I was a Celtics fan, I would have said, damn, we got our ass beat. Hopefully we can win Game 5 because now they got momentum. Instead, they're saying, well, we let them beat us because we want to win a championship at home. Like, no, like the Rangers last year. I forgot who asked me. A friend of mine asked me, hey, would you rather win at home or on the road? I'm like, you win as soon as you get the opportunity to do it. You win it. You go win that title. I don't care if it's on the road or out. You finish it.
You don't get professional athletes. Yeah, you don't get professional athletes a win if you can avoid it. You never know if you're going to win again in professional sports. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's their cope though. They're just trying. I mean, it'd be one thing if we lost by we won by 5 or 10 even. We wiped you out of the freaking arena and out of our state. You didn't give that. It's like, shut the hell up, dumbass Boston fans. Between them and Fatty, I can't deal with it.
Being pulled out in the third quarter.
By the way, before we get, I know you're not gonna be over too long. So, do we want to discuss the AAC thing? We want to try to talk about it?
So, Pasquale, I know you stay around here. You probably be down to go. I think Nix is in the comments. I think he'd be down to go. Gina Kim. I think we're all in that chat.
Gina's in Florida. She said earlier, so she won't be coming. But
so, how many tickets you got right now?
I didn't buy yet because I don't know what section to buy. So I've got 3. I can buy 4. I can buy technically I can buy 8. So basically, if y'all are in chat and y'all want to go to AAC Monday night because they're making us buy tickets now, like actual seats.
Wow.
Since we, almost got in fights last time, it kind of sort of makes sense.
Oh man,
it's like crazy, those people come up. You got Big J sitting there. Big J's a big man. You're not a small dude. I'm not a small guy. Like, you really want to go with this? Like, really? Yeah. So basically, Gina Kim. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, Gina Kim had us going to war for her just to hold her spot.
Gina Kim and Final Muse, Kid Muse, like, God dang, guys, show the hell up. So, but yeah, it's $10 still. No, it's still $10, Nix, but we have to actually buy the seat now. So we have to pick the section. We can only buy 4 tickets at a time. So either we all have to coordinate and buy at the same time before right now they've mellowed out a little bit on the buying, or I can buy, I need 3. Like if Pascal, if you're going to go, I can buy 4 and lock that in. You just pay me $10. and then
Right.
I can buy 4 more, and then TGK could buy 4, and then we just have to have people pay us back at the game. Plus, we have to let y'all in, so we'll have to work that detail out. But because we got to get you your pass, but we just need to know so that we can buy enough spots in one seat. We don't want to buy like 20 seats and like 10 people show up. Although it does give us more seating room, so I can't complain about that either.
If you got time, I'll let you know tomorrow.
Gotcha.
ASAP.
Yeah, and for those watching, just hit me up on DMs, and I'll put you in the TGK chat that I have, and then we could coordinate some things. But definitely want to go to the game on Monday, and that way either I could cry with y'all or we can celebrate and go to Game 6 with y'all, type deal. But yeah, let's do it, man. I want to go, so we're gonna go regardless. Sticks, we'll be there.
I mean, if you want to buy 4 and I buy 8, and we'll just see who goes. And hell, if we don't, it's at least it's $10 a ticket.
Just let me know what roll it is, and I'll get the roll.
Yeah, no, Nix. We're paying $10 just like last time. It's just that they're making you actually like it's a real game. You have to like actually buy the seat. You can't just walk it anywhere this time. It's not a general.
I think our section ruined it for everybody.
I don't think
all the complaints. We probably had 100 complaints.
Those assholes in 218.
Facts. Hell yeah. They saw
I doubt it was just us. I bet there were plenty of other people that were having the same problem. But people were being stupid and trying to go to the one area. It's like, dude, you got the whole arena. It's just walk around, you lazy asses.
Dummies.
Is it better viewing?
Tickets.
Guys, is it better viewing if you're in a certain seat or what? From the big screen?
We just wanted to be center court. That's all it was. And 218 was center court.
Yeah. And right in front of the screen, too. You weren't below the screen. You weren't above the screen. You were
eye level.
There.
Yeah, so right now we'll have to sit. Looks like there's still about 40 seats. Looks like in the whatever that section is. I can't see it right now.
Have they opened up the 200s?
I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're probably, because it's Monday. I bet you they can't get enough help, because I think a lot of those are like contractors that do that work. So I bet you they don't have enough people to run stands and police officers to secure.
And I'll say this about 218. We were right below the banners, below the. That was dope. I felt those buds.
I never even looked up. You said that, I was like, oh really? I didn't even look up. No, there's no 200 or 300 Knicks. We only have 100, so we have to pick a section. So, like I said, if you're fine with the TGK, I'll buy 8. Get 4 and see if anybody else wants to buy 4, and then, like I said, I think we just we all need to buy at the same time. I figure we buy like we did there, where we buy 4 in a row behind each other, so we're not like in one long line. And then if people don't show up, we get more seating space. Who cares?
Thanks. Just hit us up in the Twitter group, Knicks, and we'll fill you in on everything. But well, yeah, man, that'll end it here. I am sleepy, man. I'm tired. I'm trying to get out of this headache that I'm in. I appreciate y'all being here. I know there's not too much to talk about other than hopium and copium for the Mavericks Game 5, but I do think, like I've been saying, from games 1 and 2 and 3, I said we've been trending in the right direction. We had an explosion Game 4. Now, can things kind of level off, and can you still be good enough to beat the Celtics on the road? That's going to be the biggest key moving forward. But Nancy dipped out. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all being here. And
take care, guys.
Do it. Any last comments y'all got, man?
Let's just win that Game 5.
Yeah, let's go Mavs.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. Fuck Boston. There we go.
And there we go. Adios.